As soon as you are a Black woman and you want to believe in yourself in a society that literally tells you that you should not, but the minute something switches up, we are so quick to want to remind you that you're nothing. That's why so many Black girls struggle with anxiety, struggle with stress, struggle with self-images as you get older, because you are so obsessed with having to be very presentable, having to have everything together.
Sometimes it don't make no sense. Does it really have to? There is nothing I...
Hi, welcome to Mayowa's world. Okay, you guys, get into the outfit. Look at my face. Yeah. I was inspired by this person on Instagram. I'll tag their handle because they do really cool makeup. I don't know this person. I think it's makeup by Muse by something, but I don't know. They have really, really cute stuff. They was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was definitely feeling floral, pixie, fairy fantasy. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I look like an auntie going to a cookout. You know what I'm saying? Like a Nigerian auntie coming to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? And the booty is... Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Okay. I was feeling very colorful today. To talk about something that's making me mad. Okay, so my name is Mayowa. I am a YouTuber. I am a writer. I'm just an overall creative and, you know what I'm saying, a boss ass bitch who just so happens to like to enjoy making videos, critiquing pop culture, talking about misogynoir, talking about colorism, talking about things that typically affect Black femmes, folks who are affected by misogyny. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I do it in a very cute and exciting way, you know? It's like, yes, she's gonna give you lessons, but she's gonna give you lessons in color, okay? Happy Pride as well. So today I'm actually going to talk about something that I saw in the media with Sha'Carri Richardson. But before I get into like the really heavy topic that could potentially get me, you know what I'm saying, threatened in the comments, tell me which part of my outfit you like. Tell me, do you guys like the makeup? It was like inspired by floral, you know what I'm saying, the headscarf or the pants? You know, let me know. And sorry, for my last video, I was told that some people couldn't hear the audio through both of their headphones, so I apologize for that. Hopefully this video, I will have sorted it out because I'm really trying to bring, you know what I'm saying, really trying to bring high production. This is something I didn't anticipate. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me and being patient. So let's get into the topic. So before I get into anything about Sha'Carri Richardson, I just want to put out there that I am not an athlete, but your girl, I have been around a lot of athletes in my life. I used to fight, and I'm not a professional athlete, let me say that. I used to fight, and when I worked with Nike, I was around a lot of professional athletes. I've met Caster Semenya and heard her talk about her experiences being banned with running, and I feel very impassioned about the ways in which misogyny, anti-Blackness shows up in sports. So today we're going to be talking about Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson is a 22-year-old who specializes in 100 and 200 meter runs. Most of us probably recognize her from 2019 when she had this really sentimental, heart-wrenchingly cute run where she ran up and hugged her grandmother afterwards. I'm going to see how much footage I can put in here without my video being taken down or being copywritten, but I'll try and put up little clips and stuff like that. Something that I have noticed in my time on social media is this trend I like to call, it's like you go from angelic to a demon. Like, I think people love to iconicize Black women very quickly, and then maybe give a year or two, you will become demonized. So with Sha'Carri Richardson, when she came in, everyone was obsessed. Everyone was like, I love Sha'Carri Richardson. Oh my God, she's amazing. And, you know, she had a lot of deals, and we did this thing that one of the tropes that comes with being a Black woman, where we make her into a superhero, we make her into Superwoman. Suddenly she's symbolizing everything to everyone. Everyone is touched by her. She's doing all these interviews. Mind you, Shorty was 20 at the time, okay? I also want to put in the age of just how young she is and was when she was kind of risen into a space of notoriety. When Sha'Carri Richardson had that race that she did, she had just lost her biological mother, I think a week prior. So everyone was really feeling emotional. Come 2 years later, we are in the year 2022. Sha'Carri Richardson has not placed in the Olympic finals. And people are using this as a way to just drag Shorty through the mud. I watched a couple of her races and I was reading some of the comments that people were saying about her, and people were saying that she was very arrogant. This is what she deserves. It's because of her terrible attitude. It's because she's very cocky and conceited. And that brings me to my biggest point of this whole video, is the ways we love to humble Black women. As soon as you are a Black woman and you want to believe in yourself in a society that literally tells you that you should not, the minute you're like, you know what, I am that girl, best believe that maybe for the first 15 minutes or the first year, everyone will say you are that girl. But the minute something switches up, we are so quick to want to remind you that you're nothing. The comments that Sha'Carri Richardson was getting, the way media targets her, the way media always fixates on her. Everyone is so fixated on her, but not in like a cool, fun way, but in a way of criticism. Sha'Carri Richardson is a gay Black young girl. She's a gay Black young girl without a mother figure in her life who is dealing with grief. Because I think people were like, I don't know, why is she losing now? She had this situation with her getting caught smoking weed, which I don't even want to get into why. I feel like there was even like someone else saying that another, like a white girl was also smoking weed, but she was able to compete. And the fact that we've demonized Black people for decades for smoking weed, for it to now be something legal in most places. So most people is smoking weed, but everyone wants to suddenly become a thought police when a Black woman is caught getting in trouble. And that's kind of what I feel, is that whenever Black women get in trouble, everybody wants to give their fucking opinions on why she was what she was doing wrong. People were saying, oh, well, I've lost someone, I didn't smoke weed. Well, good fucking job. Good job. Cool. That's how she's dealing with it. And I feel like we are so used to really perfect images of survivors, or perfect images of Black women who are successful. We have an idea of success. And when things don't align with it, we are so quick to slander them. We are so quick to tell them that they're not good enough, tell them that they're not serious. And I think because Sha'Carri Richardson is a visually loud person, the same way I'm also visually loud, in the sense where, I have a lot of colors and I bring brightness, I bring colors. Sha'Carri Richardson, she brings the beautiful hair, the colorful weaves, the colorful nails. She's giving you glamour. For me, I like watching her run because it's very fun. I'm like, girl, how is someone running with all them crystals? And the message that she has about just wanting people to be who they really are is really touching. But even with her doing all these things, I feel like people use Black women who are visually loud as thinking that we are trying to be confident, cocky, arrogant. It's so interesting. I was talking to my friend May, and she was talking to me about how, when she was working at a job in Germany, anytime she would do anything, people were like, oh, you must think you're Beyonce. And the amount of Black women that are called Beyoncés or called divas because they just actually look nice is something that I feel like is very fucking anti-Black, because you're only saying that we are acting bigger than we are. I don't know where people have gotten in that Sha'Carri is more cocky or more arrogant. People are saying she's focusing too much on fashion, not enough on running. That's her personality. Y'all want people to literally suffer and suffocate who they really are in the means of looking professional and the means of looking how you want her to look. Or you want somebody like a FloJo who has the fashion down, who has the image down, who has it down, and she's in first place. Why do we have to always win? I want Black girls who can lose. And one of the reasons I like Sha'Carri Richardson is because she's not a perfect success story. Everybody wanted her to look the way she looks and get to the Olympics and do all them things, and she's not. And that's why I feel like it's more interesting to me that she is that way, because you see what happens when Black women aren't perfect. This is like a perfect example of misogynoir, of the ways in which everybody want to motherfucking have a think piece about Sha'Carri Richardson and how her nails or the way she's dressed or the way she's looked is affecting her and her work ethic. And that's just not how it goes. Like, y'all are intentionally so willingly happy to break down a 22-year-old Black girl so comfortably. And I remember being the same age and feeling like I have to be perfect. That's why so many Black girls struggle with anxiety, struggle with stress, struggle with like self-images as you get older, because you are so obsessed with having to be very presentable, having to have everything together. And if not, you're considered a loser, you're considered sloppy. Like, if I don't know Sha'Carri Richardson, I'm not even arguing for her to be like, you know, because I'm sure she said things, or she's might have said things that maybe I don't agree with, just like everybody else. But the difference for me with her is, like, I don't know any athletes, like, personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what their personalities is like. So somebody can dress shy and still be very arrogant in my eyes, and somebody can dress more loud visually and still be very humble. Like, I'm not judging, especially Black people with the complexities of what we bring. I'm not judging them by how they present in this world. Like, and I do think that we should have more space for young people, especially young fucking Black girls, because no one has space. Everyone's so quick to come to think pieces, so quick to conclude who they think Sha'Carri Richardson is. And it's not even just with her. I feel like the way that we drug Serena Williams through the mud, how people were masculinizing her for the longest time, for decades, and how that one situation where she got angry playing tennis, how dare a woman athlete get mad? And she threw the racket down, and everyone wanted to have a think piece on if it was appropriate or not, when there had been endless amounts of white men throwing rackets down on the floor, playing tennis for centuries. Tennis wasn't around for centuries, but you know what I mean? Like, why is it now that when we do stuff, it's a think piece? It's an op. It's an opinion piece on Reddit. I don't like seeing Black women be self-deprecative. I don't like seeing it. And I think a lot of people don't like seeing it. I feel like for us, the society is self-deprecative. Society trying to put us down, is what I'm trying to say, okay? A lot of times Black women's who we are will be to show you that we can be complex. We can do both. We can twerk and we can work in an office. We can, be funny, and we can also be, build ourselves up. And so I feel like, everyone wants to see us not confident. And I'm all here for Black non-men who are confident with whatever they do. Because if you don't got it, you're not going to get it. You see how quickly people were to turn on Sha'Carri Richardson? That could be any of us. That could be, obviously she's an Olympic runner. And the part that gets me mad is, y'all mad she lost. Shorty is faster than literally all of us. Like, even if I had a head start and I only have 4 steps to do to finish the line, Sha'Carri Richardson would whoop my ass. So she's better than literally 99% of people in this world. And y'all still want to get mad at her for losing and saying that it's because of her poor attitude. That's why she lost. And, she needs to focus more on the craft and less on fashion. Sounds like you're misogynoir. Sounds like you hate Black women. Like, let her be. If you have critique on how she is, or you don't like her that much, fine, allow that. But I'm not about to have everybody try and clump her into something because of, because she has a media watching her at all times. She turned something that a lot of people couldn't handle, which is going viral at a young age with no support. She turned it into something for herself. So I'm not mad at her. Not to mention, I keep mentioning her age, but take somebody like, she lost to Shelly Ann Fraser. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but she's also stunning, fast as hell. Shelly Ann Fraser's 35. She's lost to Elaine Thompson. Elaine Thompson's 29. Allow it, bro. Allow her that space to grow into who she's supposed to be. Like, stop trying to suffocate Black girls' vulnerabilities, and vulnerabilities, I mean losses, and use it as a time to come up on your think pieces. It's fucking creepy. Okay, yeah, so that's all I had to say. Please, if you are in a part of the manosphere, if you are someone who hates Black women and you want to attack me in the comments, first brush your teeth. First, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why did you decide to come to my comments and write hate? Why did you decide to come to my comments and write hate? Go back, brush your teeth, go to sleep, take a nap, and just drink water. Don't come from me, baby. Okay? So yes. If you got to the end, let me know. If you got to the end, I'm actually curious to know, like, what TV series are you guys watching? Like, what is good? So if you got to the end, tell me what TV series you're watching. And you know what I'm saying? Remind me that I'm that girl. Say I'm that girl. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.